Hey guys, in this video we are back with part 2 of my Witchy tour, so strap in, let's get started. So we've got my tarot corner. Spent a lot of time on this, and let's just get started with this side. I got this little plaque thing from Michael's during Halloween. I absolutely love it. On my door here, there is a witch's ladder. This should be heavier so that they hang like that, but it's a protection witch's ladder. And it's been working pretty good so far. Nobody's broken into my room. We've got this print that I got off of Etsy. We've got this little saying that I got in scrapbook paper. We've got this little skull jar that just fits there because no other decks really fit there. We've got little beads that are crystal beads that I use for like jar spells because I use tiny jars. And so sometimes I just need to put a tiny crystal in there. So these work really well. As for the tarot part, I got these cubed shelves off of Amazon. And they're really sturdy. Like, I've got a bunch of tarot decks in here and it's not moving. It is not moving. Up here, I've got the remnants of an inauguration spell that I did. I don't know where to dispose of it, so it's just sitting there. We've got the Science Tarot, which is the first deck I ever owned. It was a gift. We've got my mini Rider-Waite, which I found the last card to, so now I can use it, which is great because it's very cute. We've got the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle, which is one of my favorites of all time. It is so pretty. We've got the Numinous, which I've talked about on my other channel. We've got, what is this? I think this is the Witch's Tarot. We've got the Fountain, right? I think this is the Fountain. No, it's the... Oh god, is it not the Fountain? I would have to open it and take a look, but it's either the Fountain or like the Light something? I don't know. I feel really bad about that. Sorry, guys. I will eventually look in that and tell you what it is in the description. We've got the Urban Tarot, which is excellent for like political stuff, I've found. I got it just a little while ago and I used it in a election spell and it was great. Like the Tower card in the Urban Tarot, just look it up. Like, it is so relevant. So I love that deck. And over here I have the Modern Witch Tarot, which I have not used yet. I went through and looked at it, but I haven't actually looked at... Oh, it's the Lumina. It's the Lumina. That is the Lumina Tarot. Sorry. I used to have the Fountain. I don't have it anymore. I actually really like the Lumina. It's a photo deck, like a redrawn photo deck, but it's really nice. It's very calming for a deck. We've got the Tarot of Pagan Cats, which I have hardly ever used. I used to use it to communicate with my dead cats, but they weren't really giving me much of anything, so I just, I haven't really picked it up lately. We've got the Prisma Visions Tarot, we've got the Cosmo Visions Oracle, and we've got the Golden Thread, which is the plastic version, the second edition of the Golden Thread. And those are the decks that I have over here. I have other decks. Yes, I have other decks. I have some other bags that I can use. I have, this is the Osho Zen. This is the Pacific Arcana, which you have seen on my altar in my very first altar tour on my other channel, which I will link in the description. These are just where I put my matches. And then I have the tarot stand that I got in the Cosmovisions Oracle. And I do want to use that. I just don't really have a place for it right now. Let's hop over to the other side. I showed this in my last altar tour, but I kind of changed the things that are in it. This upper part didn't used to have actual witchy stuff in it. Now it holds some crystals, black tourmaline, amethyst, selenite, lapis, chrysocolla, pink aventurine. And most of those I got from Beccathist, except the tourmaline I got at Black Market Minerals. And down here we've got my witchy necklaces and some bracelets. Those are fluorite. That necklace is fluorite. This is from Cardcaptor Sakura. I can't reach it. And but like, it's a pinnacle, right? Like, it's witchy. It has to be witchy. Over here I've got my other crystals, my bigger ones. This is a really nice chunk of quartz that I use to cleanse tarot decks that I'm working with. We got some fluorite, some natural citrine. I've always wanted natural citrine and not the heat-treated stuff. The cat I got in an antique shop a couple weeks before my cat died, and I associate it with him. I think I talked about that in my last video, my last altar tour video. There's a charger, like a middle piece for a crystal grid. Some more fluorite, some carnelian, some selenite that I also use to charge decks with, to cleanse and charge decks. A tiny crystal ball, some bismuth that I got at the Renaissance Festival, some crystal skulls, a quartz generator point, and a big old chunk of rose quartz. Look at this. I love this. I got this Michael's. At Michael's. It is wonderful, and it has such good energy. Over here, let's move some stuff. This poor Galileo thermometer stopped working when I moved. I think something got stuck in it, like it got twisted. Really makes me sad, because I loved that thing. We've got some witchy books. I got Queering the Tarot, which I still haven't read, but I want to, because it looks really interesting and relevant for me as a queer person. We've got The Green Witch, The House Witch, and Witchery, which I got all together, and I've been reading them. I've been highlighting them and making little notes in them, and I'm excited to finish reading them. We've got Good Omens, because of course we do. The Numinous Tarot Guidebook. We've got my Sigil Dictionary, my Tarot Notebook. The heck is this? Oh, that is a Good Omens zine. These two tarot books that I talked about last time. And like I said, I still feel like I wouldn't have bought them now, but I do still use them. But I don't think I would have spent money on them. This is Witch's Book of Self-Care, which cannot recommend highly enough. Oops. We've got some self-care for Scorpios and some Be Your Own Astrologer, tarot, crystals, spellbook. It's great. I love all those books, and I'm excited to continue to read them. Last but not least is what used to be my manifestation board. It's not really a manifestation board anymore. It's got some Schitt's Creek little postcards that I got in a postcard exchange. We've got a sigil for justice for murdered Black people that I made. We've got the extra cards in a lot of decks. Like, I gave the fountain to Bookman's and I forgot to put that card back in it. So someone is working with the fountain without the extra card, and I am so sorry. But yeah, these are the extra cards for some other decks. And that's pretty much the only other witchy thing that I have in my room. this whole wall. It's like witchy shit. But that's about it. Thank you for coming with me on this journey, and I will see you guys later.